Imagine a story so controversial that, even after centuries, it continues to stir the heart and mind. In a secluded corner of the world, on the island of Patmos, a man named John, exiled and distant, receives a vision that defies logic and understanding. Prepare to be transported to a world where the veil of the future is unveiled, revealing secrets kept since the foundation of the world. Here, in a setting of solitude and reflection, John is elevated beyond the mortal, witnessing events that define not just the end, but also a new beginning, an opportunity for redemption. In his hands, a scroll sealed with 7 seals, each guarding mysteries that will challenge his perception of human destiny. Prepare to be part of this epic journey through the 7 seals, exploring the depths of human consciousness and divine fate. But be cautious, for with each seal that is broken, a new truth is revealed, and what you discover may change your view of the world forever. The silence of the sky is broken by the sound of a seal cracking, a rupture so subtle, yet whose repercussions are eternal. From within the mist, a vision of power and purpose emerges. A knight, not an ordinary warrior, but an emissary of the divine. His mount, a horse of such pure white it seems to absorb light around it, symbolizes conquest, but of a nature that transcends human understanding. In his hands, a bow, the instrument of a conqueror. But observe, there are no arrows. His war is not of blood, but of spirits and hearts, and upon his head a crown is placed not by human hands, but granted by the very heavens, an indication of his divine right to advance. Thus, he departs, not hastily, but with the inevitability of dawn. His conquest is profound, reaching places that weapons and strategies cannot touch. And as he advances, the history of humanity is woven, a tapestry of light and shadow, of choice and destiny. The balance of the world is about to be disturbed. A second seal is broken, a crack in the fabric of reality, heralding a change that will resonate through ages. From the depths of a transforming world, the knight on his red horse arises. His presence is like a flame that consumes the calm, a promise of conflict that burns in the heart of humanity. In his hands, a sword that cuts deeper than flesh. He is the herald of war, the divider of brothers, the one who transforms neighbors into enemies and nations into battlefields. With every movement of his sword, harmony is shattered, and the red of blood stains the tapestry of life. And so he rides, a storm of fury and iron, leaving in his wake a history written with the ashes of wars and the tears of those left behind. But even in the midst of chaos, a spark of consciousness remains, a reminder that choice, even on the brink of the abyss, remains ours. The world, once full of abundance, now faces a moment of trial. With the breaking of the 3rd seal, a new figure emerges on the horizon, bringing with it a reality that weighs on souls like a night without stars. Upon a horse as black as a moonless night, the knight advances. In his hands, a balance, the emblem of an approaching famine, a judgment on the value of bread and human life. Scarcity takes the place of abundance, and despair begins to settle in the hearts of men. Wheat and barley are weighed with meticulous care, but oil and wine are spared. A reminder that even in times of great trial, something precious remains intact, awaiting those who have the vision beyond the darkness. And so, the Knight of the Black Horse continues his course, a somber echo in the tapestry of life. But even under the weight of scarcity, hope persists, a whisper that resilience and compassion can flourish in the most arid lands of the human spirit. The fabric of reality continues unraveling, each revealed seal unveiling a deeper layer of transformation. With the breaking of the 4th seal, a shadow stretches across the land, a presence that speaks of the finality of all things. Upon a horse whose color recalls death and oblivion, advances the 4th knight. His name is Death, and Hades, the realm of the dead, follows closely behind. They hold power over a part of the earth, a domain granted to reap with the sword, hunger, pestilence, and the wild beasts. But despite his name and mission, the knight is not just a bearer of the end, but a reminder of the natural order, of the uninterrupted cycle of birth, living, and returning to dust. And behind him, Hades, not just a realm of oblivion, but an echo of memory, a place where every life, every story is kept. And so the knight called Death continues his path, accompanied by the shadows of Hades. In his trail, sadness, but also stillness, the end, but also the beginning of a new understanding, a new acceptance. Under the mantle of the fifth seal, a sanctuary of memory and testimony is revealed. Here, beneath the celestial altar, lie the souls of the martyrs, those who gave the ultimate measure of devotion, spilling their blood for the word of God and the steadfastness of their faith. With voices that resonate beyond the veil between the world and the eternal, the martyrs cry out, "How long, sovereign Lord, holy and true, until you judge and avenge our blood on those who dwell on the earth?" It is a plea for justice, not for vengeance, a longing for the restoration of order and holiness. Each is given a white robe, a mantle of recognition and honor. They are instructed to rest a little longer until the number of their fellow servants and brothers and sisters who are to be killed as they were is completed. It is a promise that their faith and sacrifice are not in vain, but are the foundation stones of an eternal kingdom. And so, beneath the fifth seal, the souls of the martyrs rest, safeguarded and honored. Their testimony remains, a beacon of faith and courage that lights the dark paths of the world until the dawn of justice breaks the horizon. The world stands on the brink of a precipice, a pause in the breath of creation. With the breaking of the sixth seal, the natural order prepares to reveal its most fearsome and majestic power. From the foundation of the earth to the stars in the firmament, a shockwave spreads. Earthquakes shake the foundations of the world, the sun dresses in mourning, and the moon reflects the red of spilled blood. The stars fall like ripe figs from a tree shaken by a strong wind, and the sky retracts, a scroll being rolled up. In the midst of chaos, humanity seeks refuge, fleeing from the inevitable. They call to the mountains and rocks, "Fall on us and hide us from the face of him who sits on the throne and from the wrath of the Lamb." It is a moment of realization, a confrontation with one's own fragility and with the sovereignty that governs the universe. And so, under the sixth seal, creation speaks in a voice of thunder and silence, a call to humility and understanding. In the midst of fear and destruction, an opportunity to look inward and upward, recognizing the need for reverence and renewal. After the tumult and upheaval of the first six seals, a profound silence settles in the sky. A silence that weighs on creation, loaded with meaning and purpose, like the world holding its breath in anticipation of what is to come. With the opening of the seventh seal, the heavens prepare to announce judgments even deeper. The seven trumpets are about to be sounded by the angels, each revealing an aspect of the will and power of God, each a prelude to events that will shape the fate of the world and humanity. And the angels hold their trumpets, instruments not of celebration, but of proclamation. With each blast, a new truth will be unveiled, a new challenge will be presented, patience and faith will be tested, but also the promise of redemption and renewal will be reaffirmed. And so, under the seventh seal, the silence speaks louder than any word. It is an invitation to reflection, a preparation for the judgments to come, but also a reminder of divine sovereignty, of the order that permeates creation, and of the promise that, in the end, light will dispel the shadows and peace will reign eternal. You have just witnessed a journey that transcends time and space, a voyage through the seven seals that revealed not only the forces that shape our destiny, but also the promise of renewal and hope. This is not just a story. It is an experience that challenges perception, invites reflection, and inspires transformation. Now, as the echo of the visions of Patmos resonates in your spirit, you find yourself at the crossroads of knowledge and wisdom. Every choice, every action weaves the tapestry of our collective existence. And now, with eyes open to deeper realities, we are called to live with renewed consciousness, a life that resonates with love, compassion, and hope. but this is just the beginning. The revelations of Patmos are an invitation to continue the journey, to delve deeper into the mysteries around us, to seek the wisdom that transforms fear into strength, uncertainty into path, and the end into a new beginning. So I ask you, are you ready to continue this journey? If you have felt the call, if the visions of Patmos have touched your heart and sharpened your mind, do not let this experience be an end point. Transform it into a portal towards new discoveries and understandings. If you liked this video, leave a like, comment what you thought, and subscribe to the channel. Activate notifications so you don't miss any videos. Until next time, and God bless you.